We wake up in the morning realizing that the day marks the beginning of the school year. 5 a.m. alarm, get dressed, on the way to school before the break of dawn to attend senior sunrise. We appreciate the fact that there is no class on the first day of school this year. We are greeted by Moana on Friday, and already so much has happened within just 1 week of school. Each and every day seems to have something new to offer.
June 7th, 4:15 p.m. T-minus 1 hour. For the last 12 years of our lives, we have been going at full speed only to finally reach this very destination. Graduation. These past few months have been a blur of tunnel vision, with us anxiously waiting and waiting to get out and to start anew. And now we're here, so close to finishing what we started all those years ago, in Blandford, Ibarra, Oswald, or wherever else.
How long ago was freshman orientation? Wasn't it just a few months ago that we were aimlessly following our link crew leaders around this fascinating and unfamiliar campus, eyes wide and arms laden with textbooks? And here we are today, so close to realizing just how right Miss Tan was when she told us that time is precious. We've spent 4 years desperately waiting for this, and here at the cusp of graduating, it suddenly feels like it all went by a little too fast. Our trajectory towards the future and the allure of what is to come means that we can sometimes take for granted what is already around us. The people, the places, and the experiences which we have shaped our lives for the past 4 years. How many times have you heard or even said to yourself, I just want to go to college, or I just want school to end already? We've plowed through millions of homework assignments, group projects, and tests, the never-ending stress, the never-ending pestering from parents and teachers, the never-ending everything. But nevertheless, we cannot disregard everything else that makes up our high school experience, and the memories that we will cherish from now and beyond.
When other people think of Rowland Heights, they probably think of us as that town that isn't quite near LA, but isn't in Anaheim either. They may vaguely remember the laughable amount of Korean barbecue restaurants or boba shops, but we don't live in any widespread notoriety. We are a small suburb surrounded by the booming metropolis, and we've built our wonderful, unforgettable lives around this. Rowland Heights is in our hearts and in our minds. Years from now, we will look back and we'll say, "Remember when?" Then we'll think of the infuriating traffic on Colima, or the suspicious amount of pregnant ladies near Target. We'll remember walking to Dolphin Bay after school freshman year, or finally getting to go to the public library after 3 years of waiting. We'll remember being on top of the world just as much as we'll remember being down by Huntington Beach. Hiking up Shabaram, driving through Pathfinder, these are what Rowland Heights is made of, and these are the memories that we get to keep throughout our lives, memories that only we know.
Remember those draining mornings, waking up before sunrise and dragging yourself to school before 7:06. Remember shoving your way through the halls because of the never-ending construction, or hearing the echoes of "get to class" from the bike ladies who pedaled at a surprisingly quick pace. Remember those games on the basketball court or the football field, hearing "Hey Baby" at halftime. Remember Rowland Dance Club or choir or jazz or orchestra rocking the makeshift stage at lunch. Remember Battle of the Classes, both the stunning defeats and the victories throughout the year. Remember prom, grad night. There's so much of right now to cherish. There's so many meaningful memories hidden behind a guise of meaningless moments. Think of your favorite class, your favorite teacher, or subject. Think of your best friends and worst enemies. Think of what you've learned and how far you've gotten. We are not the same people that stepped onto this campus 4 years ago. So treasure today, for today has treated us well, and it has prepared us for tomorrow.
Embrace today, but do not ignore the prospects of tomorrow. Tomorrow, which is the rest of our lives. Whatever you do in life, whichever path you take, remember that the lasting legacy you have imprinted on Rowland High, and remember the lessons you've learned and the people you've impacted. But do not forget that the future lies ahead. So embrace today, for a new journey begins tomorrow.
I wish somebody would've told me, babe, that someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
I was thinking about the band, I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, loading merch in that 12-passenger van, in a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name and a star. Now look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about what I'd become. Couldn't wait to get older, couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would've told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Wish I didn't think I had the answers. Wish I didn't drink all of that blast first. Wish I made it to homecoming, got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would've gotten out of my show. Wish I put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I wouldn't have worried about what other people thought and felt comfortable with myself. Rooftop open, and the stars above. Moment frozen, sneaking out and falling in love. Me, you, and that futon, we just begun. On the grass dreaming, figuring were still young. Maybe you always look back and think it was better than it was. Maybe these are the moments. Maybe I've been missing what it's about. Been scared of the future, thinking about the past while missing out on now. We've come so far, I guess I'm proud. And I ain't worried about the wrinkles around my smile. I got some scars, I've been around. I felt some pain, I've seen some things, but I'm here now. Those good old days.
You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone. You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone. I wish somebody would have told me, babe, someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
So this is where we are now. After all we've been through, it leads to here, the end. Some of us are still trying to get over the fact that we'll never see these familiar faces ever again. That for some of us, we won't see our families first thing in the morning anymore. That we'll have to make our way through a place completely unknown to us for the first time in our lives. But we have no regrets because we know that we did everything we could to make our last year at Rowland truly great. Now as we started the year off in the stadium watching the sunrise, we ended it in the same way. So instead of saying goodbye to each other, let's remember all the good times we shared together instead, and say thank you for making this year one to remember.